Hi everyone, I'm Margarita Muradova, a personal stylist and fashion consultant from Kyiv, Ukraine. And in today's video, we're gonna talk about some top prints of this season. The most popular prints you're gonna see absolutely everywhere. And also, I feel like there's something to be said about implementing a print during the spring-summer season. I feel like prints are so amazing, especially during the spring and summer seasons, because they give more vibration to a look, they express your personality more, and also it's just the perfect time to express yourself more. And I feel like people have much better moods, there's sound out every day, everything's blooming, spring is spring, summer is summering. So I feel like prints are the perfect thing to add to your everyday looks and to your wardrobe overall during these seasons. And we'll start, first of all, with plaid. I feel like also plaid is not necessarily appreciated or talked about enough, and when it's talked about, it's definitely leaning more into the classical look. And I want to emphasize that plaid can be fun, can be adventurous, can be beautiful and colorful, and specifically a bigger kind of a plaid. So something more of a statement plaid kind of a thing is definitely in at the moment, and it can be in terms of a full total plaid look. It could be a dress, it could be a skirt. I also want to mention that if you want to start implementing prints, and if you're not a person that does prints a lot usually, you might want to start with something pretty neutral, and also you might want to start with peripheries and then work your way up to your portrait zone. And I've mentioned the portrait zone thing before, and let me just explain it once again, reiterate it. So basically your portrait zone is your top part of your body, and this is the zone that is in a close proximity to your face. Therefore, everything that you're wearing in the portrait zone is very emphasized and very looked at. So this could be something that would make or break your look, especially if you're experimenting with things and this is your first time trying out a color or a texture or a type of a top or a print. So in order to be on the safe side, I would recommend working your way up. So starting with your shoes, your accessories, then your pants, your skirts, etc., then your belts. And only then, when you're absolutely sure that you like this print, this is gonna work for you, it reflects your personality, you can start working with this print in your portrait zone. So I mean tops, blouses, shirts, whatever, and then your earrings and maybe headbands. Because once you implement a print into your portrait zone, it's very accentuated. This is definitely something that is going to be a statement in your look, so you better work it your way up to this portrait zone in order to make it work for you and for your personal style. So plaids are very much in. I love a plaid skirt. I love me a neutral plaid dress with heels or no heels or loafers. I love plaid accessories, and definitely try and experiment with a fun kind of a plaid. So colorful, statementy, more bold, etc. Also, I feel like something that's very new this specific season are hearts. Heart prints and also heart things are absolutely everywhere, wherever you look. So heart chokers, heart necklaces, and heart prints. I love heart prints. I love how kind of a bit infantile, a bit childish they look. I love how playful they look. And also hearts can be implemented in everything. Heart printed dress, heart printed skirt, heart printed bag or shoes, and kiss printed something. So everything that's the childish and juvenile in the sense is going to work for you. So in terms of a heart print, because this is such a statement kind of a print, even if it's done in a neutral way, I'd go for accessories first, then skirts and pants, and only then your portrait zone. And for some people, this time of a portrait zone may never welcome, just because it's such a statement. So you can always stop on accessories, you can always stop on skirts and shoes shoes, etc., and it's gonna look so beautiful and so tender and so feminine. And I also feel like if you're willing to experiment with your style a little bit, if you're willing to implement just a little bit of femininity and also something like silly into your looks, this is the print to go for. The next one is definitely something that I feel like would work for absolutely everyone, but first and foremost, I feel like it was so appropriate for minimalists who want to start implementing some like adventurous kinds of prints, but do not want to go all the way into like something crazy, is a washed out, kind of blurred tie-dye. I'd say this looks like a watercolor print that was splashed with a bit of water over it and blurred on top. It's so subtle, it's so beautiful. This is a nice way to add some colors into your looks and also a bit of a print into your looks, but something that's not too intense. This kind of a print looks absolutely beautiful and amazing on skirts, on dresses, on blouses, on shirts, and also on accessories, obviously. But this one is a safer option if you want to work with a print in your portrait zone, if you want to have an all-over print in your look. This is definitely something that's not going to create too much of a statement, and it leaves some space for experiment and also for some beautiful accessories. I love this one, and there's so many things in this specific kind of a print everywhere. Budget-friendly, non-budget friendly, luxury market, absolutely everywhere. Also, secondhand market is absolutely full of these kinds of prints from 2000s and from the 90s, so keep your eye out on these. Second to last is definitely animal prints. I'd say, honestly, you would be absolutely safe to say that animal prints are always on style, are absolutely always on trend. And this specific season, I'd say the most prominent one is definitely a snakeskin kind of a print. It looks very seductive, very dramatic. Also, it's pretty laid back and neutral because the usual snakeskin print is kind of neutral in terms of color. So it's like black and white, and black and gray, or like a deeper kind of a green and gray and black. So it's still like easy on the eye and beautiful and stylish, but in a more pared back way. So it would work amazingly also for minimalists who are willing to implement a kind of a print, but something that's not too loud. And also it works absolutely beautifully with the previous one. So I'd say something that's like a washed out tie-dye print and then something that's a snakeskin print is gonna look so amazing together. So like a tie-dye top and then a snakeskin skirt or vice versa. The next one is pinstripes, and this season specifically, obviously, pinstripes are very in. They're very beautiful, sophisticated, pared back, minimalistic yet classy. This is a nice way to get into prints if you're not usually someone trying out prints overall for your style. They look absolutely beautiful, and also because pinstripes are so inherently classy, you can always pair them with something that's casual or sporty or dramatic in order to get that like style combination in your looks. So let's say a pinstripe suit but with a sneaker, or a pinstripe blazer but with a hoodie. So always pairing these things together and balancing out those styles. I feel like this is going to create such a beautiful integration of different aesthetics in your look. And the last but not least is flowers. Floral prints are always in at the moment, and as you definitely remember this Miranda Priestly quote from The Devil Wears Prada, what was that? Florals for spring, groundbreaking. Yeah, it's definitely always in, but it also varies from season to season. And this specific season, it's all about huge, exaggerated, crazy cool, also colorful and voluminous, like 3D kinds of flower prints. I feel like they look so beautiful on absolutely everyone. This could work for each and every item in your closet. And if you're unsure about something as crazy as this, always obviously start with accessories, but I would go for an overall floral printed dress that's also like a maxi or a midi to make absolutely the most out of this thing. And also it's gonna look so beautiful specifically for spring because everything is blooming outside. So I feel like this is the perfect weather and time to implement some floral prints into your wardrobe. And let me know in the comments below which prints are you into this season, which prints are absolutely out for you for this season or maybe forever. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!